gather round, lads. It's time yous lot heard one of the great legends about the biggest, the meanest squig whatever grew, and the mad git who rides him. Now I's got better things to do than babysit you lot, so the homies are gonna tell it instead. They listen, see, not like you gits.
Welcome back to Here We Go, our regular article series looking at upcoming releases for everyone's favourite green-skinned hooligans. It may come as no surprise that accurate accounts of orc history are hard to nail down, as they have little patience for writing things down and few greenskins live long enough to pass on what stories and legends exist. Some tales, however, strike such a chord with the more traditionalist Snakebite clan that they are spread like wildfire across the galaxy from war to war. The legend of the Great White Squig is one of these. Known by many names before it came into the possession of its current rider, the Great White Squig is widely regarded as the most belligerent, vicious and savage squigosaur to ever crawl from the spawning grounds. Utterly untamable and responsible for a breathtaking number of missing boys, it wasn't until the squigosaur met its match in an equally stubborn beast snagger named Mozrog Skarbad that any hope of controlling the monster could be found. Mozrog, for his part, was already well known amongst the Snakebite clan as a particularly tough and surly hunter, albeit one who's probably spent a little too much time away from his fellow boys. Legend has it that all it took was one piercing gaze to bring the rampaging squigosaur to heel, although in reality, Mozrog scrapped, chased, and bludgeoned for 3 days before the alpha squig deigned to be ridden. Newly christened Big Chomper, the Great White Squig is only kept in line by the sheer ornery belligerence of its long-suffering master, routinely returning to its usual destructive ways the moment Mozrog takes his eyes off it. As such, the two are rarely seen apart, and so the continued legend of steed and rider grows to this day. Speaking of rumours and legends, some of you with the eyes of a skilled Tanith marksman noted something unusual on the new Gaunt's Ghost box at the weekend. Are those new Ork Boyz pictures fighting the Cadian shock troops on the back of the box? Yes, they are. They'll save you squinting at a grainy pic. Here is one of the new boys in all their glory. First beast snaggers and now new boys. 2021 looks like the year to be green. Find out more about Mozrog and Big Chomper when Codex Orks arrives later this year. But don't forget you can get hold of it early in the Beast Snagger Orks Army Box that we had a good look at during Warhammer Fest Online. You won't have to wait long either. The Army Box is set for pre-order in July, so mark your calendars and get your war banners raised high. We'll have more Orks news for you soon in the next installment of Here We Go. Well, that's pretty interesting, isn't it? It's got me a bit excited, to be fair. The whole thing starts off with a little bit of fluff about the unreliability of orc lore. Now, that's quite good, because or at least it's useful. I'd like to have some very detailed orc lore, to be honest. But at least if it doesn't pin anything down, you can just conjure up a named character whenever you want, which they've done with Mozrog Skarbad, a snakebite character who rides the Great White Squig. What does he call him? Big Chomper. That's a better name, isn't it? That's a better orc name, Big Chomper. Now, there's a picture here which looks to be, it's in the style of one of those rumour engine things to do. But that to me is, that looks like the model. That's the model itself. And looks pretty cool, to be fair. It looks pretty cool. So when they first released the news of the Beast Snaggers, they showed that video with the cave painting style sort of animation. And in there was something which we didn't see. Well, I didn't see. Well, I saw it, but I didn't twig it was anything different. There's a picture there. We've got the paint boss, some squig hog riders, but not just squig hog riders. There was a squig there. It's bigger than the other squigs. And as you can see, I noticed it at the time because I thought, I like the face on that. It looks more like a shark as opposed to like a piggy thing with a flat snout. It had like a pointed shark face. And that is the same. Is that a Great White Squig? Very sharky. Probably hence the name Great White Squig, I suppose.
Also, if we have a look at the artwork here, lovely bit of artwork to be fair. Very much in the style of the box, the army box set we've seen. That's exactly that style, which means that the model might not look exactly the same to be fair. But looking at the face that we've seen of the squig, it's pretty cool. But the orc on the back, I forgot his name already. Mozrog. Mozrog has got the two big claws on his left hand, and his right arm is bionic. The rider on that shark-faced squig has got two big claws on his left hand, and his right arm is bionic. He's also got half his skull bionic, as does Mozrog. So there you go, in that cave painting, that is Mozrog, that is the Great White Squig, although, to be fair, it is red. So, I don't know what you're supposed to do with that. But that's still, this is a named character, another HQ, and we weren't even aware we were getting this one. So that's pretty cool. I like that. He's a Snakebite character. So I suppose he might be Snakebite only, or he could just be the same as Gars, where he can tag along with any clan. Maybe as long as I have beast snaggers in it or something, who knows. But he obviously won't get the clan bonuses, whatever they might be, because obviously there's going to be expect to be a bit of an overhaul with the codex. And a little bit further down, after we've mentioned all about Big Chomper there, we'll get a proper look, not a grainy little postage stamp type look, but a proper look at one of the new boys. Well, I think he looks pretty good. He's very, there's no sticky out bits, but if that's a 32mm base, he's quite a big lad, isn't he? He must be around about the same size as a knob from the model kit. But yeah, shooter looks similar style. Good, I like that. The boots, again, a lot of this is just going to fit straight in your existing boys. He's bigger. He's not massively big. I don't think it's going to be a problem fielding like a mixture of the two. The face is cool. I like the face. I love the way they're doing the eyes here. Black with just a little red dot. I would have painted that whole thing red. Wouldn't look very good. But that's pretty cool. I might have to change it up a bit. I'm not going to repaint all the existing ones, so I'd still like to see a bit more than just the front of one of them. I'm looking for any signs of modularity, but can't see any. I'm not sure if that his right arm, one that's cradling the gun. I'm trying to see if there's a join around, around the shoulder. I don't know. If there is, and it's between the arm and the material of his vest, then that's a tiny join. that's not going to lend itself to stick any out arm in. Do you know what I mean? If it's following the flow of the fabric, it could be around where the strap is, or there just might not be one, or it's unique to that model. It's an entire shoulder section, or including part of the bicep. I think they've done that with the Savage Orks from, was it Fantasy or Sigma? I'm not too sure. But altogether, it's a boy. You can't ask much more than that. It's close enough to the existing boys. It's just a bit more polished. Very cool. Very cool. And they've even mentioned the fact there that, if you are skilled and you had the eyes of a Tanith marksman, then you might have noticed those first appearing on the back of the Ghost box. Because that was an accident, wasn't it, everybody? Yes. Silly Games Workshop. For shame. I just think we're bloody stupid. Yeah, something about a granny pick. Oh, granny pick. Sorry, my eyes aren't as good. I've been painting under a light. I'm doing this video. I've put this on hold. And there's a lift I drop or somewhere. Because I've been waiting for 1 o'clock to come for this video to come out. And I've just went, right, stop, let's get this done. So yeah. So my eyes are shot. I've been sat with a light here. Anyway. Let's see. So that's it, yeah. Yeah, more Ork news next week. And of course, at the end there, the army box is set for pre-order in July. So that's good. That's something you can mark your calendars. Or it tells you to mark your calendars. And get your war banners raised high. Thanks. So yeah, July. Now that's a pre-order. The only thing that's got us, it's not a worry. It's just a bit, is that Gaunt's Ghost. Sorry, there's 6 of them, isn't there? That's why they're worth 42 quid. Gaunt's Ghosts went up for pre-order 2 days ago. And I'm sure their release date is being listed as October. Which is about 4 months away, you know. So, that's a bit of a shame. Just I don't have to wait that long, really. That's all, you know. I mean, it'll give us more time to work on Fatty Hour there and, you know, a few of the other ones. I say the few, the big pile of, you know, grey plastic. But, you know, it is what it is. It makes sense that they're going to wait till October to bring it out. If they've got this, you know, this amount of Ork releases to come, yeah, let's face it, last October was an absolute wet fart. Oh, we've done rubbish. I had the buggies once, but they were not good either. Other third-party companies really put them to shame. I'm not saying I have to really release like hundreds of models every single year. But this one looks to be promising. And if you got that coming up, there's no point dropping out in September. I mean, why would you release October models if you weren't going to release them in October? Buggies, November! But, you know, we'll have to see. But, yeah, it all looks exciting. And any more news drops, I'll be straight on it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, take care.
Gather round, lads. It's starting.
No, what's that?
Oh, Earth is hooked.
Oh, yeah. It's a 90s reference.
Gather round, lads. It's time you lot heard one of the great...
Good guy, as they have little patience for writing things down, and a few greenskins live blah blah blah. Why is it always blah blah blah? Legend has it that it all blah blah blah. Newly christened Big Chomper, the Great White Squig is only kept in line by the shares of shit piles of shit. The Great White Squig is only kept in line by the sheer ornery belligerence of its long-suffering master. Fuck it. Ah, here comes the wife.
I say fools. Judas posted in 40k Ork Community? What was he talking about again? Oh, Deirdre. Oh, yes. Orks.
Yes, I believe that'll be fine.